I'm Stefan Hase. I work for InTechnology. I'm a product director, or pretty much a product preacher and service preacher at InTechnology. Today I spoke about the state of play of cloud today and where it's going in the future, because I think it's quite an exciting market to be involved in, because there's an enormous amount of growth, enormous amount of requirements, customer-driven requirements that cloud services can satisfy. One of the key drivers at the moment is that businesses and organizations are obviously struggling with funding their existing IT operations, as well as upscaling, changing, refreshing their IT operations without spending large amounts of capital expenditure. So if you're moving particular services or applications into the cloud, you can basically reduce or pretty much eliminate all your capital expenditure and just pay for what you actually need, you actually use on a monthly basis, and at the same time actually reduce your monthly operating expenditure at the same time. You're also going to be able to deliver greater flexibility and greater scalability, which again in the economic climate is absolutely of vital importance. Because if you don't know where your organization is going to be in 6 months' time, it's difficult to plan ahead to say, do I need more services, do I need less services? And obviously you have to fund and finance those particular services. If you move it into the cloud, it is obviously an awful lot easier to budget and to deliver those services as they are required, only pay for what you actually use. What's quite interesting, so 12 months ago, the term cloud was kind of mentioned a few times. People think, oh, what is it all about? And they say, yeah, I can see why you would host your website in the cloud, or maybe you do your network in the cloud, but other bits and pieces, why shall I actually do it? Whereas now, 12 months on, you actually see some serious business critical applications such as email, such as business ERP systems, such as document management systems being moved into the cloud, delivered across multiple data centers to multiple sites, multiple users all around the country or even internationally. And that kind of change has been quite dramatic over the last 12 months, and we see continued growth in that particular market. Security is absolutely vital in the cloud, and you've got to make sure you put in all the right checks when you choose your service provider. So do have a look at the operations, do have a look how your service actually would be delivered across the network, across the data centers, who's got access to systems, who can manage data, and how is it actually secured. At the same time, speak to some existing customers of that service provider. See, is a particular roll-up model provided to that customer? How is data secured? Are they happy with the service? Does the service provider make sure that data is actually logically and physically separated from another customer? And basically put in all the checks to make sure data and networks are securely delivered. Is another real benefit of cloud-based service that you don't have to rip out everything you've got in place at the moment and replace it with something new, but you actually get the cloud to supplement your original requirement, then over time move individual applications into the cloud at your own pace, and you let the service provider do basically all the hard work, and you just move an application at a time into the cloud. So it allows you to not having to have more resources on site and spend additional money on additional resource, but you can actually get the cloud service provider to deliver the delivery of those services into your environment. In 3-4 years' time, an increasing number of organizations will have moved pretty much all their infrastructure into the cloud. So they will leave the likes of networks, data centers, servers, storage, telephony systems to cloud providers and actually just manage the end users and manage the applications. And of course manage the service providers themselves.